Good evening, everybody. How are you all doing today? This is Yusuf Chowdhury tuning in from San Antonio, Texas. It is 6 p.m. Central Time. So today's subject going to be mostly on WordPress. It's we call this WordPress Wednesday, which is the last. We usually do this event through our meetup the last Wednesday of every month, and we call it WordPress Wednesday. So, if you have any question about WordPress, let me know. We typically watch some of the videos that Corey Ashton creates. She has an amazing YouTube channel, everything about WordPress. So, let's see if we can view some of those. Welcome, welcome. Let me know where are you tuning in from. How you all doing today? Okay, if let's see. Hey, Tamara, are you around? Are you here? So one of the conversation we're having about purchasing different kind of product or services. So if you're in business, and this can also be related to hey Charles, what's going on, my bro? This can also be related to hey Paul, thank you for tuning in. Excuse me. This can also be related to like anything, even within the WordPress sites and plugins and application, because one of the things that if you are going to buy a specific product or service to help you with your business, whether it's software, it's some type of templates, plugins, and whatnot. The first question you have to ask, like, do I actually need these sort of services? So, for example, hey Bruce, what's going on, my man? So, for example, people ask me, Nadim, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah, good to see you. People ask me, hey, so should I go with ClickFunnels? Should I go with Lead Pages? Should I go with InstaPage? What should I do? Right? Because there's so many options out there. There's so many services and prices out there for that kind of stuff. So my first question going to be like, why do you need it? Like, what are you going to use it for? Right? Some of these products and services comes with like extra additional features. I mean, do you actually need them? Is it required? You know what I mean? A few days ago, I talked about how if you are going to start, let's say, selling your product, selling your service, a lot of the time that I've been noticing over the years that beginners tend to somehow focus on building the actual tool or using the tool is like the secondary. I mean, your service is the primary thing that your customer need, right? But they focus too much on the tools itself that they tend to forget what the customer need, or how can I attract that customers to find me or find my website and whatnot. Does that make sense? So if you end up getting, let's say you want to build a landing page using Thrive theme, which is an amazing theme. They specialize in everything about landing pages, and then the question becomes, what is a landing page? Like, why do you want to build a landing page in the first place? So you have to understand what landing page is, what does it do, what's the benefit of it, do I need it? Hey Jack, thank you for tuning in. So do you understand what I'm saying? I mean, we focus so much on this is like a lot of folks that I've seen over the years. Like we focus too much on like, hey, I need Infusionsoft, I need ClickFunnels, I need this, I need that, I need this. I'm like, really? Do you really need it? Like the question we have to ask, like, why do I need it in the first place? Is this going to help me to help my customers, right? Is this going to help me to keep my processes and time easier for me to manage and provide what I need to provide for my customers? Well, this tool going to help my customer to get what they're looking for? Yeah, Divi is amazing. Drag and drop builder. Also, Elementor is becoming very popular, right? So does that concept make sense? Does that concept make sense? So when I ask somebody like, okay, you bought this particular service, whether it's an email marketing service, whether it's whatever you want to call it, you purchased it. I think the missing point is we're still not talking about two things. We're not talking about who is our target audience, right? Who is our target audience? What are the challenges they're going through? What are the pain points? What kind of solution? Hey, Brad, thank you for tuning in. What kind of solution I'm going to provide to them? We don't focus on those sort of things. I mean, this is like very common. Like anytime when I ask this sort of question, they still talk about building the house, right? So you're going to build the house, but how are you going to sell the house, right? So we have to understand how to attract our customers. And of course, these services are great. These tools are good. They are going to help you. They're going to help you manage your time. They're going to help you how to provide the best type of systematic back and forth with your customer, whether it's an email or follow up or phone call or text. You know what I mean? For the technology stack that covers all your essentials and change as you grow. Okay, good one. Charles said, my dad says tools are like insurance. Better to have and not need it than need it and not have it. Yeah, maybe in some cases, right? That those tools are in some cases, but even those tools, you know what those tools are going to be used for, right? You know there's a benefit in those tools, and you're going to use it for a specific thing, right? But if you build, let's say, for example, if you build a luxury homes with, I don't know, 3 kitchens, right? 20 bathrooms and 4 rooms. Those additional rooms and bathrooms are not going to do anything. But hey, Faris, what's going on, my man? But too many tools is like distracting. There you go. Yeah. So I mean, your dad is correct in a sense. Yes, sometimes you have like cars are different things. You need something in your car, so extra that you might need it in case of situation might happen. But you see, you even made a plan for it, and you knew the purpose behind it. But there are some folks that buy so many things that they themselves don't know why do they need like 20 features or 50 features in a product or a service. If you say yes, I might, but when you look at business, you got to be very not just strategic, but you have to be you have to think from a calculated mindset. You have to calculate things. You know what I mean? Fantastic, Faris. What's going on? Hey, you gonna hang out after this? Let me know if you're free or I don't know if you're still working. A part of it is also shiny object syndrome. It keeps you stuck. Yeah, the shiny object syndrome. That's one thing. Like you see so many templates, you see so many plugins, and don't get me wrong. I mean, AppSumo is one of my favorite sites out there, and every time I look at those stuff, I'm like, wow, I might need this, I might need that. But you know what? I train myself not to fall into those sort of things because I look at myself and the business and the priority, which is my clients right now. So I try to prioritize what's important and what's not. Does that make sense? So if you decided to buy any service, any plugin, any template, hey, Lauren, what's going on? Yusuf knows those kinds of. Yeah, back in the days, like back in 2006 and up, I've seen so many so-called these internet marketing gurus and the real estate gurus, and a lot of them, to be honest with you, are shady. Yes, some of them or most of them make money, but that doesn't mean it's right. I mean, the cartel can make money, drug dealers can make money too. That doesn't mean it's a justification for what they do. So every time I see their names and the product they put out there, and they use the same exact tactic where they sell you something with the video, and there's like a timer and like 5 hours left, and if you don't buy it, the deal's gonna go out. And the funny thing is that every time you refresh the same link, it goes back, it kicks back to the same time frame, which is, to me, it's actually a deceptive technique, right? I mean, some can argue and debate, when it comes to like investigative journalism or journalism in general, that you have to use some type of clickbait titles to attract audience. I mean, if the subject is true, if there's a fact, 100% with no manipulation, then you can argue yes, that can definitely help. But when it comes to business, in my faith, the concept of deception is not allowed, or deceiving somebody or manipulating. So when I when I look at site that offer services and make big claims, or all these testimonies that not 100% talks directly about the product, but maybe about the individual, or something like not even so clear or vague. It's a complete turnoff, and there are too many out there. And sometimes they utilize the situation, they exploit the situation to say like, "Hey, I'm here to help you, but let me sell you this." Well, what kind of help is that? True, brother. Ethics is at a premium, a rare commodity. Yeah. So, so the thing is, you buy this, let's say, a particular marketing system, and it comes with all these bells and whistles and boots and belts and whatever, right? The first thing you have to do, the first question you need to ask, like, what or why I'm using this, right? Well, actually, before even going to the tool, go back to the three concepts that I talked about a few days ago, and that is what you're offering, the solution, right? You're offering it to who? To your customer. Okay, then what does your customer go through? Like, what are the challenges and issues and the pain points and the needs that they want? And I can be the solution for that. Okay, so that concept, you need to write it down and kind of figure out exactly what you want. Okay, then when it comes to, let's say, of course, I need to have a website because I want my target audience to find me. You see, the question is nobody's answering the question. People talk about, oh, get this thing and you can build this, you can make landing page, you can make this cool awesome banners, you can make all these break dancing and whatnot. Okay, I got that, but how can I get the customer, right? Oh my, be